Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Variable Y Minute with your host, the Variable Y. Thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. I took a couple of days off. I had some work I had to finish up, and coming up on the end of some things here, and I want to kind of finish strong. So, took a couple of days off, wanted to make sure I got all that done. But now I'm back, and like I like to say, I'm better than ever. And tonight we are going to talk about NBA. We are in the thick of the NBA season. The All Star break has already passed. So now we're making the push for the playoffs. We've got Saturday NBA games. Like I told you guys, I love Saturday games. They're sprinkling in some Sunday games too. And these are important games. And man, it's just everything is looking amazing. I'm loving the NBA right now. So, like everybody else, I am much aware of the play of Zion Williamson. I watched like I said, like everybody else, when they played the Lakers, and he went out there and he played amazing. His team still lost. The team around him is got a bunch of young guys on it. I'm not gonna say they're not good, because I think they can be. They're just not good right now. But this guy is all effort. He's all hustle. He's kind of one of those players that you just love to watch play, because you know that he's going to go out there, he's going to give it his best effort every single time, and that's something you just can't deny him of. Um, the thing I wanted to talk about, I guess the most, is where do we see this going? Where do we see Zion? What do we see him becoming? I personally see him I guess it's going to be kind of be lazy, because this is one of those doing a comparison of a guy who played in a different era and saying, "Oh, he reminds me of this guy and he reminds me of that guy." But it's hard not to look at him and say he doesn't remind you of a young Charles Barkley. Now, some of you young people may not understand. You see the big guy on Inside the NBA, and you think, who is this guy? But you all love to watch YouTube. Please YouTube Charles Barkley, his first 2 years in the league. He was a big, wide body, but he was the fastest guy up and down the court. He would catch the rebound on one and run down and yam it on you on the other end. And it looks like Zion can be just that type of person. Now, he also seems to be kind of like Chuck and a lot of these other guys who are great even as rookies. He kind of seems to be a very important piece for this team. He seems to be the cog that gets the wheel running. He seems to be a guy who they need out there for all the energy, for all the effort, for all the second chance plays, for everything that he does. They need him out there. So I'm looking at that, and I'm just looking at all this potential. I'm seeing all this potential, and I'm wondering, what's the ceiling? What's the ceiling that we're going to get this guy for? Are we only going to get him for 3 years? And if so, like, is this a comment? Do we need to watch because we'll never see anything like this? Or are we all just being a little too cautious? And this guy's here for the long haul, and we got about 10 years at least out of him. I don't know. I don't know. I'm very happy to see where this ends, but I don't know where it's going. It's weird not to know, because normally you can tell. But with a guy at this body type, and I'm not saying he's fat by any means, but he does have a very specific body type. So with a guy with this body type, a guy who's had a couple of injuries, it doesn't bode well for him being here for 15 years. But who knows? He could defy all logic. Like everything he's done so far has defied all logic. So he could still defy all logic. So, like I said, guys, I'm just excited. After all the games this week, it's really put into the forefront just how important Zion is, and I'm very excited to see that. So I'm gonna leave you guys here with that. Thank you guys so much for joining me tonight, and let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about Zion. Let me know if I'm crazy, if he's a flash in the pan, if he's only going to be a 1 year wonder, or if you think that I'm crazy because I think we may only get 3 years out of him, and you think that he's just going to be all world for the next 10 years. Hit me up. You can hit me up here at the Variable Y Minute on YouTube, or you can find me on Instagram at Variable Y, or catch me on Twitter at The Variable. Until then, guys, take care of yourself, hug your loved ones, work hard, and I'll see you later. I butchered that because I think I said it the other way around before, but it doesn't matter. The message still stands. Have a great night, you guys. Talk to you later.